You are now tuned in to the News You Can Use podcast. I am your host with the most, and today we got one of the best, you know what I'm saying, brands that's out there today. The owner of I'm a Brand podcast and clothing company. He got a lot to talk about. Put the logo on, man, so they can see the logo.
Man, hold on. We got one of the shirt designs, man. We about to drop. Let's go to this shit.
Show them the shirt design, man. We got to get popping to get lit. Yeah,
we got the design. Hold on, let me scoot over for you. We got the smoke skeleton for all my smokers, man. Hey, we gonna do it up every year for the smokers, man. Then we got the Godfather, little monkey man, the king of the bananas.
That's fire right there, bro. That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? We got quite a few things, man, we about to do with these shirts, man. Yeah. So you know we stay with the Golden Girls Cup, man. You gotta get your Golden Girls.
You gotta have your Golden Girls Cup, man. I heard that. Let me go I should have got me a cup. I ain't got one.
Man, so what's the deal, man? What you got going on over there, bro?
First thing I want to say right now, I want to say R.I.P. to the legend. You know what I'm saying? Fat Man Scoop. Let me tell you my backstory on Fat Man Scoop. Fat Man Scoop, the song he had with Timbaland back in the day. I don't know if people were hip to like jerking and the dances that we did back then, and they had clown dances and this and that. Not saying I was a part of any of that shit. Wasn't really good at none of it, but I was at the parties, I was everywhere, and the music, the skating ring, all that was a part of the culture back then. And I think that his music his music moved in a different way because of dancing. So I never felt like that's like you still hear that song till this day. If you see any Tommy the Clown, clips, or if you watch anything or any of his people, they're gonna, that music it lasted the test of time. So I feel like he lived on through so many generations. Probably people who knew he said his name in the song, so you knew exactly who he was. Hey, people, peep that. Make sure your name is the key theme to your songs. Because that Fat Man Scoop killed the clan, Timbaland. Whatever y'all say, I'll go do. Whatever y'all say, I'll go do. You remember every year.
Whenever you hear that shit, bro, the first thing gonna pop in your head, bro, is you got served.
Man, off the top.
Motherfuckers doing that. You got served dance is the first shit pop in my head every time I hear that song.
So before You Got Served even came out, we were already doing that at parties, at the Battle Zone, at different little clubs they had for teenagers and shit back then. Mind you, I'm a teenager back then, so yeah, it was going down, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a part of my history growing up. That music was like probably a theme song to my life at one point, because everywhere you went, you heard it, and when it came on, it just gave you a vibe. Like, like when you hear this song, you like, oh yeah, this bitch cracking. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. Like, man, I miss them days, and I still try to enjoy myself like that sometimes, because you never know how long that's gonna last, because everything is changing and it's getting different and weird, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, man, them was actually the good old days. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? Fat Man Scoop, thank you for making that song, because that song, a lot of people enjoyed for sure. And when it came on, it just gave you a good energy. It was a positive energy song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you listen to the word. Yeah.
Too, man. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to B King, bro. Can't forget B King. Too? Yeah, B King passed away probably like last week. They just had his funeral. Matter of fact, this past week. So yeah, B King passed away, man. So we lost the ratchet guy, man. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Due
What?
to some health complications.
So
So
what was he known for? What songs are like, you
man,
know?
the bitch we outside tonight, all that ratchet movement that's going on right now with these clubs, like, hey, he was behind all of it, bro. He was technically like the Juicy J, like a Juicy J fucking like little understudy when it came to these beats, bro. So when it came to like the different type club shit that everybody really jamming right now, B King, he was making
Name
that.
some songs. Name some songs.
Oh man, matter of fact, do the let me see. That the main one that's out right now is the bitch we outside tonight. Hold
And
on, let me see.
who raps that?
That's B King. He's a rapper. He's a rapper and a producer.
Oh, okay. I had never heard of him.
Yeah, he started out. He went to PV out here. He went to Prairie View and was making beats for people outside his crib. Say he did songs for like what's old buddy name from the Ghetto Boys, Willie D. He's Willie D. Say he was working with him heavy. Juicy J pretty much basically gave him all the sounds and samples, all of that, so that way he could pretty much make the more updated like strip club songs, all that, like for what's the little chicks out of Florida, like the city girl type shit. Like he was on that type of shit, bro. Like
What?
he was known, but he wasn't known.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah, that boy was heavy out here in the streets, man.
Man, that's amazing, man. R.I.P. to B King. You know, I like to give a backstory on people so the people that don't know, because I probably heard of B King, but the more you telling me now, the more I'm starting to kind of get.
Yeah, all the sexy reds and all that. He was supposed to actually be coming out for the Sexy Red concert when she came to Houston, and he ended up actually passing away, I think, like a couple of days before she even made it out here.
Damn, that's crazy. That's wild, man. Shout out to B King. How long ago was this?
Shit, probably about 2 weeks ago. This is probably about 2 weeks, and they just had his funeral. They broadcasted it over YouTube, so that way, because you had the RSVP to get in, and pretty much they knew a lot of people wanted to go, so they just put it on YouTube, so that way everybody can kind of check it out.
Okay. Yeah. But more on the news you can use podcast today, and I'm a brand podcast with me and my boy D Class. We want to talk about the La Russell backyard hustle, man. This is some of the biggest I've seen people take their careers into their own hands and actually make something happen. Have you got familiar recently?
Yeah, now I've been tapping in a little Russell, bro. I've been peeping because I seen the Juvenile. I seen too. He kind of did a pop up like in downtown Vallejo or something like that. Like that's crazy to just take over downtown to do a pop up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a lot of the Nipsey Hussle stuff going on, man. A lot of negativity, a lot of different things being said, a lot of fingers being pointed. And I just feel like in this situation, people know the truth. The streets know the truth. And we've seen what happened. But it's still a mystery to me because where's the rest of the footage? If it was so many cameras over there in Nipsey's, in his storefront, he had all those cameras. Why did we get the angle from the gas station? So I feel like that was a little weird. And other than that, I ain't got much to say about the situation, but I would want to know what happened to the camera footage up close or from inside the store that you can see all these different cameras. In, where's the other camera footage?
Man, do the hood politics, bro. You'll never know. It's people that know. Let's just put it like that. There's people that see.
People that know, and there's people that's either telling the truth.
That seen the footage that need to be seen.
this one thing about it. I don't think no man got enough balls, no matter how much he don't like you, to implicate you in anything about somebody you was close to or anything like that. Even if y'all beefing, that's not like a beef technique. So when I hear certain things, I just be like, well, I'm just thinking about not what I would do, but I'm just like, what kind of person? How low do you go? It's like ain't nobody going that low. Like for you to even say what you saying is a little bit, curvy. So it gotta be what it is. But other than that, we probably never will know. And I don't know. I don't know how people mind state goes.
I don't either. That's hood politics. I try to stay out of, man. That ain't got shit to do with me. Hey, man, it's a dangerous game when you start dibbling and dabbling in people's business when it comes to that type of shit. Man. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, at the end of the day, man, all we could do is just jam nip, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, jamming. Go find some marathon clothing, get you some Crenshaw gear, man, and do it up, man. Gotta celebrate people, bro. Like that's basically what it's coming to. You gotta celebrate them really while they're here, because motherfuckers will disappear on you quick.
You're right about that, man. That's how it happens. So, when you see these type of situations, it's best to just watch it from the sidelines and watch it unfold. A lot of people are doing commentary on it. I'm going to speak on it in my way because I don't need to, bring certain people names up or anything to tell what I think. I'm just going to give what I think from overall all the information I've gathered. And it's like the person that everybody is accusing or saying that has something to do with it, he spoke out and said his piece, but he ain't even really I don't see him trying to gain anything from it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird situation.
It's crazy because what is there to gain from it, bro? Like the crazy part about it is, it's like,
because this is my thing. If he know for sure he ain't had nothing to do with it, and good publicity or bad publicity, man, I'll be running the bag up, talking to everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I'll be running it up right now. What y'all tell me? I would just go for podcast to podcast to podcast to podcast, and give me a bag and make them pay me, and
Because my thing is, if you sitting down in the cell anyway, it's like, bro, it ain't nothing for you to just call a podcast and be like, hey, man, like I'm trying to tell my story. Who not gonna tap into that shit? Like, nigga, let us know what you was thinking in this time frame. Like, nigga, that's gold, bro. To be able to be like, hey, this is the process. This is what it is. Like, I mean, granted, he's still on trial, so he ain't gonna really just give you the whole narrative.
Well, see, I don't know how deep you've been digging into it, but they're adding a lot of other people to it. They're putting other people in there, saying that other people are involved. I'm not talking about him. I don't know how much research you've been doing, but it's all over.
Nah,
it's all over.
No,
you can't miss it.
I've seen it, but hey, I don't. The fact that I don't just know how much of that shit is facts.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
I ain't outside over there.
I don't have an opinion because I don't know enough, but I just see a lot of different things. And I've seen the news say that this person is horrible. This person is. I've seen a lot of propaganda. I've seen people align each other to go attack one person. We've seen that with the Kendrick versus Drake. So, that stuff happens. But I don't know. I just, it's a lot. I just don't think it was. People always think a little bit deeper than what we,
Facts. Say, you heard about since we on the hip hop news, man, I wrote down all kind of shit. See, I felt like we was gonna tap in tonight. So you heard about the Chrisean Rock, huh? She facing 8 years, bro.
Yeah, I seen that somewhere. I didn't know how true that was either. Do you think she's gonna do 8 years, or do you think that maybe she'll get out? That's crazy. Yeah.
Cause like when I kind of read what the shit was talking about, basically like she was the passenger, bro. Like I felt like whoever was the driver, like low key, she was trying to like just taking the charge for a nigga on the cool. You know what I'm saying? Just cause she wanted to sit like
if she hold it down like a real nigga, that just gonna give her so much more clout because it's like a
cause
lot
she
of
sat
men.
down,
Yeah, she's
sat
willing to
down, she
sit
did the
down.
time, like she came back. I feel like she gonna come back a whole different person. You know what I'm saying?
Right
Like that
now,
whole
she's kicking herself in the ass because she gotta.
oh
You know you gotta go back and watch this stuff. Sometimes I'll be like, let me go back and watch and make sure that what we saying is not politically correct because we don't edit our lives at all. Whatever is said. Diddy jokes,
facts.
whatever. But that's just us entertaining. Off camera, whole different person. On camera, this is for entertainment and we talking our truth at the same time. I don't know about everyone else, but that's just me personally. I'm not gonna talk how I would off camera in front of these people on this YouTube channel. My opinion doesn't matter on YouTube to me.
Right.
What I'm doing here is just kind of like I'm talking in a way to make you want to comment on what your opinion is because it's not really up to me about what my opinion is. That doesn't really matter.
But she facing some she facing a possession charge. And basically, yeah, they say that they found what I think it was like a pound or something like that in the whip. But she was the passenger, so she facing 8. I think they Blueface already said that he got sentenced, but he'll be home soon though. From one of the interviews I kind of heard. Like that shit crazy, man. That's why, man, it's best to kind of stay out the way, man. If you would, like, it's crazy to think about it. Think about this shit though. People that back in the day when we used to say a nigga was a square, like if you was a square, you was just in the house chilling, playing video games, nigga out of the way. Now, nigga, when you grown, you want to be out of the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to be in the club, nigga, every Friday, Saturday. Yeah, you hit
Hell yeah, I am. This is how I think. Uh, I'm not looking to be bored. And then I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. This is my thing. I'm a single bachelor.
right.
I do single bachelor shit. That's all I'm saying.
Right. As you should.
I do single bachelor shit to the not all the way. It's about to get there though, because I'm probably about to travel to the next 5 or 6 states in the next month. So I don't know where I'm gonna start off or where I'm gonna go first, but I'll just
But see what but like that's the you know what I'm saying, the cool part about the perspective is like, okay, you single, but I'm married. So then it's like
so if I was married, I would be at home for
but
sure.
and
For
that's
sure. Let me give
and
that.
that's where
I've been in that situation too. I was at home all the time. Are we going
right.
out together? I didn't
And
really
then
go out too
but
much.
see, and that's the thing though. Like me and my wife, bro, like we ain't even going out. Like nigga, we work too hard, bro. Like the thing is like the shit that we have at the house, anything we could do outside, we could do at home.
Well, you got to have date night just so y'all can have that time together
Right.
and enjoy each other. Even if it's at home, y'all got date night at home. You know what I'm saying?
But look, the crazy part about it, like the weird shit is like date night to us is like going to play bingo. Like
That's dope. That's
like
fire.
doing some
That's
just
fire.
off the wall type shit. They go to Walmart and go get the little statues, like the little owl I sent you, nigga. We painted that shit at the crib, bro.
I
Like
feel you.
that was some shit we did with the grandkids. Just sit here, nigga, have a whole little paint. Nigga, ain't
Man,
nobody
see,
on
you
no
got the
phones.
grandkids, you got your kids, you got the wife. Of course, you supposed to be at home, D class. How dare you be outside to 6 in the morning? That just not.
Man,
But if you were a single bachelor, I'm sure you would be outside. But I'm gonna tell you something. I would rather be married with a family than to be outside every night.
No, facts. Because I know a lot of people that's single. Like man, in my job, bro, it's a lot of people that's out in these streets, man. And like I fuck with a lot of people. So it's like I see the best of both worlds. Niggas that just got girlfriends, niggas that's completely single. Like I see it.
I'm
And
not
it'd be like
completely single, but I'm not married. So when you sign paperwork, say, are you married or single? So I
right.
just think of it that way. But yeah.
See, okay. So what is because I know we had this conversation before, but what is okay? So tell the people what is your views on like just marriage? Because I feel like most dudes' views on like being married is kind of the same.
I want to do it before 40. So I'm setting myself up to meet someone who's gonna be at least equally yoked as me or like minded or kind of want, we think the same. You don't gotta be perfect, but I just know from past relationships when you're dealing with people and they don't have the same wants that you want in life, then it gets rocky somewhere. So you got to kind of find the people that you get along with.
But and then too, it's crazy because me and my wife are like opposites, but we kind of the same. Like at the certain shit, like I like staying in the house. She like going out. Like she was one of them people. Let's go travel. And if it wasn't for her, nigga, I would not go on none of these cruises, bro. I lived on a boat in the military, bro. Like I would
He
never.
said, "What the? What
Like
do I
I
want? Did it give you flashbacks when he was on that boat?
low key, yeah, because I be telling her like I know what they do. Like I understand the whole like y'all out here partying and chilling, and I know what it is to really be working. And you be like, damn, these niggas over here partying. Like I can't just chill, stop, have a drink. Like I done been there. So it's like I never out of all these years, bro, took a cruise until recently. And now shit, every time she talk about going bed, let's go. Like I ain't doing no tripping.
But yeah, I would 100% get married for sure with the right person, in due time. Um, yeah, that would be dope. But I think everybody should get married at least once, and if it doesn't work out, don't kill yourself afterwards. Because I see some people be about to have real breakdowns after that shit, and that's what I'm scared of. I don't want to get married to somebody who I actually love, and then the shit don't work out. Now we got to argue over all the shit that we built together and split it, and all I
See,
got
that's the
that
but
shit.
see that's the
Fuck,
thing. Like
that's scary, bro. I've been there without
because
marriage.
it's to the point to where it's like, bro, if y'all to that point to where y'all locked in like that, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying, some separation type shit, or oh hey, man, we gotta move differently. At the end of the day, like y'all should still be able to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all should still be able to be cool, and all the other shit is just really material shit.
Facts. It's just really material shit. You
Because
know what I learned?
if y'all came into it and y'all both had your own shit, and y'all just decided, all right, bet we just gonna do shit together. It ain't shit to go back and do your own shit. It's just now y'all just decided to do it together. So hey, y'all have a house together instead of having one separate.
Yeah, that's facts right there. I'm over here texting.
He say I gotta tap in. All right. Hey, let
But
let her know. Let her know. Hey, you on my mind.
yeah. So look, I was gonna say that. So I'm dating for sure, but I'm not. I don't want to call myself in no relationship until I'm married. So
You don't have a title.
I don't have a title.
Don't have a title.
No title.
Man, and you know what? Man,
No
I got a perfect shirt for you, bro. That shit just
title.
made me that
I'm gonna
shit
tell
just
you
made me
something, D
think of
class. You know what would happen? I would like a girl, and then I would just mess with that girl and focus on that girl, and not give other girls as much attention. And that probably was why I passed up the girls. When I think back, like, damn, I really should have fucked with her. She's doing great in life. Not because she's doing great in life, but just the way I'm thinking about how she motivated me and what she was saying and what she was thinking back then. And I'm
Right.
like, of course, she was already telling me, let's do that. And I wasn't even paying it no attention then because I was living a different type of life. I didn't know that, later on you get older and things change and life changes and everything changes. But yeah, so now I'm smart enough to give myself enough time to date. First heal. First you have to heal from your last past relationship or whatever you went through. Then you start to date. And then I think after you date enough, you'll figure out exactly what you want and what you can but don't just jump into it because you meet one girl and you like her. Let her know that you're dating though, because it's unfair for her to think that she's the only one and you still out there looking for other females to maybe marry her or whatever. If you're trying to get married, I don't know. Everybody's different.
No facts.
It's a difference between trying to be out there and be a player and
Let me see if this shit pop up. Let me see what it looks like on the background. Come on, okay. Let me see if you can see little buddy. Hold on. See and then I got the bunny, and then on top of it, it say Playboy with a question mark, and at the bottom it say I'm just choosing.
right.
Because it's like, hey, at the end of the day, I mean, that worked both ways. Because at the end of the day, man, I can have a conversation with a female. She be saying the same shit.
I still haven't really fully explained it what I was talking about when I was telling you about these t-shirts, bro. But man, I got some ideas, and I got some ideas on what we're gonna put them on. What kind of I kind of got a fashion taste, and then we got downtown LA garment district and all that. Where I can actually go down there, we can get wholesale for shirts for $2 and $3 and shit like that, 50 cents. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta buy bulk. Get the t-shirts, and if you got the print press machine and you got the logos, all you got to do is print them up at the house and put the tags on them yourself. I think we should do everything in-house and start like only do one of ones. Like if we buy 10 of those shirts, we only going to do those 10. Those you'll never see that shirt again. Like if you got that shirt, you got a one of one. And we'll make sure we get the good material shit that's gonna last long. So whoever has it is gonna have it for a while, and people is gonna ask, like, man, where'd you get that from? And we just start off small, 10 pieces at a time, and then 20 pieces, 30 pieces, just to see what to tamper with. Because the kind of stuff that I want to get, some of it is gonna be more than just a $3-4 shirt for a bulk price. Some of it is gonna be like maybe $20 for each pair of pants or something like that. Because I want to get those, those new pants that everybody's wearing. That's called like I've got a couple pair. What are they called?
What, them joggers?
No. The long ones. That's kind of like bell bottoms at the bottom.
Oh, no, I don't know nothing about those, bro.
See, I'm so deep off into it. I know like what's going on with the fashion shit for sure. Like I'll be out and I'll be like, okay, I'm on it. I'm ahead of it, like, oh, I got him. Like I be seeing why Ye dressed the way he do, and I watch everybody way, but I be in LA, so and I'm tapped in, so the way they dressing out there is always ahead of what everybody else is doing. You get what I'm saying? Like they on a whole different wave. They went, but about the awful lot of cough syrup shit, so you probably seen the jeans before. I forgot what the fuck the name.
I seen them, like, and that's the thing. Like I seen them. But two,
they real long and they just stack jeans. So stack jeans. Then they got the jeans that's two jeans combined and all that different type of shit. So I want to get us off into that and put our logos on it and put some fly shit on it to match a shirt.
But see, then you gotta realize too. Even like that's the thing. If we really lock in with it, we really touching two different sections of the store. Because when you go shopping, you go to which section? Like you go in the store, what section you going to? You just going to the men's section, right?
Yeah, I go shop with women all the time. So yeah, I'm one of those guys that if you with me and I'm dressed a certain way, I might want to have to dress you.
No. I'm just talking about just you, like as a consumer.
As a
When
consumer, I don't
you
shop. I shop with women. So I'm out with women or with a
mhm,
woman, and we're gonna look at the men and the women section. But instead of us splitting up in the store, I'm gonna take her on that side with me where the man section is, and have her help me out and ask her opinion on what she want to see me in because it doesn't matter what I want to see myself in. She got to look at me. I don't got to look at myself.
okay, so you don't go shopping by yourself? You
No,
don't just
ever. No.
so you
I
don't just pop in
have,
the
I have a lot. I have a lot. But that's
okay,
mostly for like some t-shirts, some socks, stuff I know
just
how to buy. You know,
just
you
just
know,
some just
shit
some
that I be like,
basic.
okay, this hoodie is dope, or these jeans. She wouldn't know nothing about these kind of jeans. So yeah, I like streetwear. I don't need no
Right.
help. But if I'm gonna wear business casual or I want to look a certain way, then I'm gonna take a female with me. But most of the time I'm with a woman, so yeah, she's gonna help me pick out the clothes. And I'm gonna go help her pick out her clothes because I want us to have at least something that coordinates with each other. I don't want to be out with her and I got on blue and she got on a color that doesn't go with what I got on. She should have on blue too. If I got on red, she should have red or something that got red in it, so we match each other so you can tell that we're together. Otherwise, we coordinate. I want my woman to coordinate with me.
Yeah,
So we got
see
to shop together. We got to get the same pair of shoes. You
that.
know,
See, yeah.
shit like
That's
that. I
what
want to match shoes with her. If she got on high heels, I'm wearing Stacy Adams. You know what I'm saying? If she got on
see.
a dress, I got on a suit. Like we gonna be fly every time. If she got on jeans, I'm gonna wear jeans. We gonna do it like that.
I feel you. I see where you coming with it, but
Oh
you
man,
know that.
that's
But
real
there
bonding.
too, but there too, that even goes even further to my point. That's where once again we go. We still. That's why I feel like yeah, we really lock in on it. We touch two complete different demographics. Because my thing is, I'll go to the store, but I go to the if I'm going in like most guys, if you go to the store, you go into the men's section. Whether you with your woman or not, you gonna go through the
You
men's
do the
section.
split. It'd be like, all right, the women's section that way, all right, babe.
Right.
I want her to come help me pick out this jacket or this shirt because I don't know if it looks good on me. I know if I like it or not. Like, oh, this fly. Let
But
me
then
show.
but
Now I'm
see,
like, let
but
me
that's
show her.
so then it gets to the point to where if you if you was to have a date, you know what I'm saying? Y'all finna
A
date
girl
night.
I don't know. Yeah, she don't go
Yeah,
shopping with me.
date night. You
Yeah.
okay, you hitting the mall, you gotta get you a fit. You going by yourself or are you taking a female with you to get a female perspective of what looks good on you?
Most of the time, a guy, if you're going to go shop to go see another girl, I will kind of go by myself.
Right.
Then she'd be like, "Well, where you going? You know what I'm saying? Who you going out? Nah,
Okay.
that
So
doesn't
see,
even
but
make
that's
sense."
okay.
So
So
you
that's
would
how it
want to
should.
go by yourself, and
Right.
then depending on where you guys are going, that depends
Mhm.
on how y'all should dress. And if you're a real gentleman, know to ask her, "What are you wearing and what color? Like, what are you wearing? What color?" And then that's how you coordinate with her. She gonna be like, "What?" See, women. I told a girl the other day. I said, "You never met nobody like me before because I you hear me? You've never met nobody like me before because, and I'm gonna tell you why, women. If y'all watching this, ladies, because I understand, overstand, and I stand. So when
Mhm.
I deal with you, I know to deal with you in a way that is rememberable.
Okay.
So we're gonna do things a certain way, and you're gonna remember. And then when you deal with anyone else, you're gonna hold standards to yourself after me. You're gonna be like, nah, I might have to start back talking to him because he opened the door for me. He thinks he's thoughtful. He asked me that I need some water. How do I feel? Like I'm just there. I know how to. You know, I don't see why not. You get what I'm saying? I'm like real hands on. What do you want to do today? Like fuck what I want to do. What do you want to do today? You have my time. What you want to do? I don't care what it is. It could be out. Sometimes it's things I really don't want to do, but I'm
Yeah.
willing to do it, and then I might even like it. See, I'm not one of those people who I ain't doing that. No, I'm gonna do it because I might like it, and then I'm over here talking about what I don't want to do.
So okay. So see, you know what? This is a good conversation. So so the whole coordinating thing.
And look,
Right.
look, D class. This mind frame that I'm thinking just developed maybe in the last 3 years.
But no,
And
and
I've been a grown man a long time, but it took me
but the thing
these
is,
last
like,
3 years to
I
figure all this
see,
out.
I see your point, but then it's okay. So, question: most chicks that you date, are they older or younger than you?
Um, I attract both, both, both. They be both. Sometimes, most of the time, I'm gonna give it 60% younger,
Mm,
and that's probably because I look younger than what I am. I look younger than how old I am.
okay, okay,
So I think like an older woman, she looks at me and think that I'm in my 20s and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And it just be like, all right, well, whatever. And then I meet women in the 25 and into the 30s.
mm, okay. See, and that's where I could see like the coordination and I could see that because the crazy part about it is like with me and my wife, with the coordination, like she is not with that shit. Like we talked about this shit a long time ago. Like
She's like, I
people
ain't
like
trying to coordinate.
the whole wearing like the how motherfuckers wear the same outfits and shit, man. Nah, like
Now we don't got to do it every single day.
nah, like I but even just on some like oh we just finna be on like how they say some twinsy type shit. Like nah, she
I
yeah.
just don't want to be wearing a suit and you got on a jogging pants. I'm gonna put a
Nah,
you
now
got
facts. If you going, yeah, now that's crazy. Now if you going somewhere and it's like, all right, I mean, yeah, come on, man. Like if you don't stay
we
in the
going out
same household,
if we going
is
out on this
you
date
should let
type.
that person know, like, hey, all right, bet this date is gonna be on some casual type shit. You know what I'm saying? We might go-kart riding, whatever. Or if you
Right.
going to the steakhouse type shit, yeah, I need you to dress up. And yeah, you let that be known. But if you in the same household, I mean, yeah, that's just shit. If you see a motherfucker come out the room and it's like, say, man, where the hell you think you going? Hey,
Right.
hey, go, yeah, that's just some don't need to be said type shit at that point. But
Because we might want to go to the bar or go to a hookah lounge or go to a club, or if we're doing something like that, we should coordinate because we're together, and then that shows a sign. But if we're going to Big Bear, we don't need to coordinate. If we're going to Miami, then yeah, I want you to. If I'm gonna wear a certain thing, I want you to be fly too, because we finna hit some restaurants. We might hit the strip club.
okay, so when you okay, so then maybe so your coordinate is just on some if you dressing casual, she needs to be casual. If
Right,
you business casual, then she needs to be to that business casual extent, not on some. But then too, you did say if I got on blue, she need to have on blue.
right. I mean, yeah, we need to be kind of if we going out and we hitting the town. Yeah, we need to be fly. We need to look fly when we walk in the door. Like, damn,
Right.
they
But
shot.
like on some, you can't have on some. Well, it's still kind of the same, but it ain't the same. If you have on some blue shit and she got on some tan shit, that's a problem.
No, it's no issue if that's all she got. If she want to wear tan, then I'm gonna wear the color she wants to wear. Why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna wear exact. If she got on all tan, I'm gonna have a white T-shirt with a little bit of tan on it, with some black jeans and maybe some shoes that got a little tan. If you got that. Now, if you don't got none of this shit to match each other, then we can't do it. I might not have a color to match you. So then we just gonna be looking like two people that just met each other.
Man, I need this video because that's comedy.
Yeah, we gotta put this edit out.
He said that's all she got.
If that's all she got, then shit.
Oh shit.
I want to put a poll up to see how many women would think like, okay, if not even about the color. You know what? It's not about.
It ain't about
the color.
Even the color.
If we're going to a nice upscale restaurant, I'm expecting to put on something like this. I'm not gonna go in a T-shirt.
Right.
So I need you to put your heels on, your nice dress, your earrings, and look like a doll. And then
But you would want it to be preferably whatever the color is that you got on.
No. And that's in that case, if she got on a red dress, I'm gonna put on black and white with maybe a red tie to accent her red. And we lit. So, you don't have to put on the exact colors together. You just want to have something in the colors. Like if she's wearing green, you can have on all black, but you got a green and black hat on.
Right. Okay. See, that's what I said. I just was trying to.
That's what
That's what I
you don't put on all green and she got on all green. Y'all look like two crayons walking down the street.
But I needed to get your definition.
I see people taking this shit too far. I see people take it too far. I don't think you should take it too far.
That's my point.
Like you should know when it's like okay.
Part. Yeah, I get you trying to coordinate. Okay, that's why I need to get your definition of coordination together. Okay,
yes.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense now.
Yes, man. This is called coordination, man. I'm building that, man. Watch me, man. You know, I might throw some pics out there. I'm scared though. I might break some hearts. So I can't. This is another thing. You know, when you're in a position where you cool with people and you co-parenting and you have kids, moving on can fuck that up. Especially if you move on before the other person. And the other person is a woman. You know, so I move a little slower because it's like, if I do something like that, it better be the right one. Because it might not be no turning back from that. And, you know, yeah.
Okay.
Especially if it's public. You know, if I did it publicly.
See, so once again, I can speak from that side because I ended up getting married before my baby mama. And it wasn't really an issue. But then it was just to the point to where as a guy, you got to try to figure out how to be able to maneuver. Because it's not, and the crazy part about it is like, if both of the women are grown about the situation and realize like it's about the kid and not about the other bullshit, like it is what it is. And then too, you can't just be like, all right, bet, let me go chill with my baby mama tomorrow. Like you got to move on completely. So it's not as bad as people think it really would be, but it definitely is a process though.
I feel you on that. Yes. So yes, I'm just going through that process. And you know, if you really love the person that you was with before you became single, you give them that respect. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just being respectful for real. And, you know, leaving an option open too. You know, you never know. You don't want to just move on from 17-year-old relationships. If you've been with somebody that long, y'all might break up for about a couple years, sometime a couple months, and then maybe eventually figure out it ain't much out there to be trying to look for. And maybe you'll come back together. Well, maybe not. And that's why you date and you figure out what situation you want to deal with. you know, because if it was horrible and you don't remember nothing, you know, I don't know. I need people in the comments for this. We got 3 people in here. Jump in the comments because me and D class men don't even talk about relationships, but I think we have enough.
This is I think we need to see. This is where the hour with class needs to go.
I'm some game though, so I'm willing to talk about this because this is part of life.
But this is shit that people just don't talk about, and it's like at the end of the day, I mean, you get different perspectives of what it is.
I think you should have some fun with it because if this your life partner, I want to enjoy you like I did when I first met you. I don't want to be with you for 5 or 10 years and then it's just we don't have no fun no more. I want to enjoy it. I want to wake up and you're rolling the blunt before I even wake up and I'm smelling smoke. Like, oh man, let me hit that. You know what I'm saying? If I like to have a mimosa with my eggs and shit, you know that. You like, yeah, let me make him some breakfast. He likes to have a mimosa in the morning. You know, one of the women that I'm gonna give some women some game. If you cater to a man the right way, you will have no problems out of him in no kind of way. Unless you just don't got good judgment. But if you know how to cater to a man in the right way, you will definitely get that back. And if you don't, he just don't know how to treat women, and you might have to teach him how you want to be treated. Everybody don't know. See, some of these dudes don't got no game. They had no daddy. Their mama had a stepdaddy, and he treated her like shit. All he did was sleep on the couch. So he think that's all he wants to do.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But no, fellas, that's not what you're supposed to do. And no, ladies, niggas don't know how you want to be treated. Niggas don't know nothing. Some of these niggas you gotta actually teach about yourself and what you like and what you don't like. And maybe he'll catch on if you figure him out. But I don't think people get themselves enough time to figure each other out. So it don't work.
Hey, nah, that shit do take time though, bro. Like you do gotta, and then too, you gotta think about the process. It's a whole process involved in it to where, I mean, you have to kind of reprogram yourself. Because if you was with somebody before, it's a whole situation that y'all was in. And then now 2 separate people that was in 2 separate situations is coming together and y'all trying to form your own shit together. But y'all used to 2 complete different things. Fact. So when y'all first get together, yeah, it's a whole process to it that, you know what I'm saying? That's where the real arguments and all the other shit come in because it's like, okay, a nigga feel like, bet, I gotta give this to gain this, but goddamn, like I gotta get something in return. My nigga, you can't just expect me to give you the whole 10 yards and you ain't trying to at least give a nigga a 3-yard play every blue moon. Like, goddamn.
Let me tell you what it be. Especially in this new day and economy. It's the internet, first of all. The girls see the internet and they listen to the music and they think, all right, that's the type of nigga I want. I want the same kind of nigga as Sexy Red or Gorilla said, get this kind of nigga. And then these girls go get
But shit, if you think about
my God. And then
but the crazy part about it is like they say, most of these people that's artists nowadays have people at home, bro. Like it's not like these people.
Right. They got normal lives. They married, man. Then they come out on a backstory that they've been married the whole time and live a normal, regular life, but they misleading the youth. And then the youth is out here having a baby by a dude who want to go kill people, and then he ends up in jail for life. And then there's no father, and it's like it's a cycle going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's worse than the crack era because now it's like shit. Jail is the new crack, I guess. If that makes sense.
Damn.
Because niggas is just crashing the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And getting football numbers. If you 19 or 18 or 20 and they give you 40, 50 years, your life is over. You know, pray to God you get an appeal, pray to God you get out, pray to God it never happens. But honestly, it's not over. It's you still alive. You still can do a lot of things from prison. I'm not gonna say it's over. But man, the experience of being free is priceless. At that point, whatever you did it for, it means shit after 10 to 15 years for sure. you really like, what the fuck was I thinking? Unless it really was that serious and you accepted it before you did what you did, that you was gonna do the rest of your life in prison, then okay. You accepted it. So don't go snitching and crying and making nobody feel sorry for you because you accepted it before you did whatever you did. Hopefully you're smart enough to make good decisions to where you don't regret something you did after you thought about doing it. That just is like kind of like not smart at all. I don't know, but everybody don't have common sense. That's another thing. So you got young people out here with no common sense. You got young people out here with no common sense and making brass decisions. And you got a lot of young ladies out here with no common sense who think that the only way that they're ever gonna get rich is selling their bodies, but don't have one good example of a person who did it that's out there saying that, yeah, I did it, I sold my body, and I made these millions, and this is how I did it. Because if you just standing on the corner, or you only making $800-900 a week, you better off going to go get a job at Walmart. You better off at going to go get a job at any $20-25 paying job, because it ain't worth it. And I don't think the rappers are telling the girls in the song, like, if you just a regular girl and you not that cute, you can't make that much money.
But shit, but you got to think too. Every spot you really don't need to be making $25 an hour though, because like our rent down here is completely different than West Coast rent.
Hold on, you guys. Let me let this dog out, man. He won't stop.
Yeah. So the thing is that, you know what I'm saying, you got to realize that different areas definitely have different cost of living. So it's like,
I'm just giving a general speaking. You get what I'm saying?
But and me too. But that's what I'm saying.
They make a lot of money. So I'm thinking what's equivalent to what they're making. See, a person that's out there doing that ain't trying to live a regular lifestyle. It ain't like, if she wanted to live a regular lifestyle, she would definitely go get a job. A person that's in that game, that's hustling, and I don't knock nobody that's hustling in any aspect, because somebody gonna do it. But it's called an exit plan, and it's called a way of doing things. And I just think if you listening to a girl who telling you in her music what she does, at least at the end of the song, explain the exit plan and how you made it to where you are. Because you telling them to go do it, then they end up missing or something. You didn't explain enough. You didn't tell them what to look out for. What kind of car don't get in. What kind of dudes might look strange? You need to explain. Write a book. Write a book there. But see, these girls, this is the craziest part. If you never really did it, why are you in your music talking about shit you ain't never really done? You never really sold, a certain part of your body. Why are you on your songs talking about you that and you do this and you do that, but you never really did it? That's crazy, because you got women that's really gonna go do that shit.
Yeah, but then that lets you know how simple that woman is if she just willing to do some shit that's just in some music.
But see, kids are influenced by music, not grown people. I hope you're not a grown person who 35 years old and you listen to the Sexy Red and now you want to be her. You crazy. You really just got an identity crisis. I'm talking about people that's young.
Yeah, but even still, shit. I mean, you. My thing is, even if you 18, 19, 20, like,
you gotta look at it like this, D-Class. If your mom not a role model to you and you don't want to be like her, who do you look up to? If you don't have any woman as a role model in your life to show you, which way you should take, or if you have no example of a person that you don't want to be like and you say, I ain't gonna be like that,
Mm-hmm. But shit, why would you just gravitate to a rapper though?
Man, I see it. I see
Mm.
it. You didn't see
Well,
that sold out show she just did?
I mean, that's everywhere. But at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, I'm sure they know. Well, I ain't
So
gonna say
why
they
did
all,
Krishan Rock have so many big fans?
because my let me tell you, with her shit is to the point to where a lot of people kind of feel sorry for her, but at the end of the day, they can kind of relate because you either know or have been in damn near that type of situation that she was in. It just wasn't to the point to where it was glorified and everybody had cameras in your business and shit like that.
Right.
But yeah, like that's why everybody kind of gravitated to that shit. It was just because I mean, a lot of that shit was just some, we got money and our shit is just a little bit more extensive than what your everyday life arguments be.
Right. Right. I think we touched on a lot of subjects today too, man. Just a lot of stuff that we don't normally talk about, but you know, it's a lot of stuff that need to be talked about. Politics. Let's get into that. Um, if if they're saying I'm going to do this, I'm going to lower rent, or Kamala Harris, um, I think Trump's main goal is to get the refugees or whoever out of here. And I just seen online that they took over some apartment building and was robbing people in every door. But I don't know. My boy brought something to my attention. Said they're emptying out of their jails and letting out the worst people and sending them to our country, and we're giving them money and helping them and housing them. And these people that he's talking about are the people that been a part of uh, wars on the street and all this type of stuff that we've never experienced. And now those are our neighbors, and it's like, how safe are we? Where the hood at, but now that ain't it's gonna become something a lot different. And
Okay.
if that keep happening, and
Mhm.
they let the wrong people in, a nice group of them, oh, they gonna start doing the shit that we used to see over in them other countries, blowing up buildings and car bombs and all that. And once that start happening, we from the hood, we fight back. That's gonna cause some friction. This is not them other places. I don't know. They probably got ghettos and hoods too, but here's a lot different. America's a lot different, and we don't go for certain things. And if
Let
you
me
ain't
tell you something.
seen America come together, let some shit come. Let some shit like that start happening.
The
Boy,
crazy
you see a war on the
the
street
crazy
between the
the
people.
crazy part about that is that you have to realize when I was in the military, the option was for a lot of people either go to jail or join the military.
Right.
So it's like if you chose to go to the military instead of going to jail, what would be the difference if a person was to put you in jail and then take you out? Because at the end of the day, all you doing, the only difference is you signing a contract to basically serve the country, but you still making money. You making money. Granted, the government is still making money off of you because you still signed to them. But instead of you making pennies on the dollar being locked up, you making shit the opportunity to where at once you get out, shit, you could still go get you a job and be good. You could still get all your VA benefits and this and that. Just because you chose to, all right, bet. Let me decide. Let me
That's if
go
you
get
make it though.
straight for a minute.
Everybody don't make it, man. Everybody
But
don't.
but the thing is, if that was your option, the only thing was getting through boot camp. And shit, if your choice was boot camp for shit 6 weeks or go to prison for 18 months, man, I'd be the most fit person for 6 weeks to where I can get out of boot camp. I man,
And I
please.
did not mean to say refugees. I meant to say immigrants. But me personally, I love all people. I'm not racist. Black people, we joke about a lot of different things, but personally, we cool with anybody that's cool with us. But when you start letting immigrants in this country who hate black people and start treating us like we ain't shit, that's gonna become a problem. And it be, you go to the 7-Eleven or certain places, and you might not get the best treatment in your neighborhood, and that's when it becomes a problem. So I think that some do need to happen, because when you're applying for jobs and you got to compete with people who just came to this country and you've been here your whole life, it shouldn't even be like that. We shouldn't, the American people shouldn't be struggling worse than the people that just got here.
But do it go based on just because you was here first, or do it go based on qualifications of the job?
It definitely should go off qualifications of the job, but it definitely should be if you're American, you should get the first offer or something, because you've been here your whole life, and now you have to compete with people who a crowded country,
Mm-hmm.
country that's just over. There's just too many people now, and you got to compete with people who just got here. Is crazy.
But then too,
And then look, in some situations, say
mm-hmm.
they've been there for a while, they become the manager. Now they start to only hire their people. It might be two blacks just to, not. I've seen this. It's not. I'm not coming from a point of a person who's making an opinion who hasn't been in the workforce, but I've been in the workforce. I'm sure you are in the workforce right now, D class. I'm sure you've seen a lot of different things, and you be like, man, what is that about? But you ain't, when you want to keep your job, you don't ask questions, you just do your job. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, see, that's kind of where I'm different. Me, I'm the nigga that I'm asked questions, like whether I need to know some kind of something, because at the end of the day, my goal is to start a complete business. So I'm learning based off of your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at going to my 9 to 5. Is like I'm tapped into where I'm able to have these conversations with the owner and be like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" He legit to where he let me know what's the behind the scenes shit.
You got
To
to look
where it's
at
like,
this
yeah,
like
you
a
think all
monopoly
shit is
board.
good, but you see the other side of it.
You got to look at it like a monopoly board, and you got to figure out where do we sit on this monopoly board, and what's coming. Where are we gonna be 100 years from now? Are we
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
see,
the
that's the
Are we
and
gonna
that's
have, because our neighborhoods is dying out. Go back to your old neighborhood where you grew up at and tell me if it's still all black. If you grew up in an all black neighborhood, I grew up in an all black neighborhood, and that neighborhood is not all black anymore. So now, what happens 100 years from now? And over time, things evolve. People change. They move. People, that happen. People migrate, but it's like, where do we start having our part of downtowns or our area? Like, because you see everybody else get a piece, but I don't really see the Black American getting their piece. And maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it is some cities like Atlanta here. I know New York. I know certain parts of LA, but it's not like we got our whole own area where it's urban shopping. We got shopping centers. We got grocery stores. We got liquor stores. We got gas stations. I've yet to see that, but I've seen everybody else do it. And I'm not jealous. I'm not mad at them. That's what they're supposed to do. But where do we stand in that?
We are at the point to where we want to own our own shit. And the thing is that everybody pretty much wants to start kind of damn near the same business. So the fact that everybody really trying to tap into the same markets was crazy. But then
everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody want to be a podcaster. Everybody, what happened to motherfuckers want to be a longshoreman? Or there's some good jobs out there.
Bro. But that's where as the younger generation, they don't be wanting to do that shit. Because
everybody want to be a scammer. Nobody want to go.
Because the thing is, when I worked offshore, like that shit was cool. The money was cool. But then it's like you got to think of the environment you in. you in an environment to where.
Do you agree with this? The only person that's really getting away with crime is the snitches. If you you ain't getting away with a lot of shit nowadays. A lot of shit just ain't.
Ain't nobody's getting away with shit. It's too much. It's cameras everywhere, man. Right. I just watched a video the other day where they used a drone to basically fly over a neighborhood for a whole day and basically recorded these dudes basically doing all they dirt on the street. And these niggas knew it was up there and was still doing the same shit, knowing that they was on tape.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild, brother. So I don't even think they care. Some of them want to go to jail, if you ask me, because they think I don't know if they think filling out a job application is hard or working a job is hard, but I think that is such a stigma about it. And it ain't because it's not cool. I think it's because motherfuckers is illiterate and just don't even try or don't even think I can go to college because they're like, well, I'm too stupid. No, you're not. A lot of this shit is easy. That's why it's called learning.
Nah, it's just people being lazy, bro. Everybody want to find the quick money scheme, man. Nobody want to go through the grind.
If you're lazy and you get the money, you're so dumb, you're not gonna even know what to do with it to make you more money. So then you end up broke again, and you're gonna keep doing the same thing till you go to jail. It's called a cycle.
Well,
you're supposed to get in and get out. That's what the game was for, man. The game was made to get in and get out. Get in, get what you need out of it. Don't be greedy. Respect the game, and the game will respect you, depending on which game you in. You get what I'm saying? If it's a risky game and you able to win out the situation, make sure you got an exit plan on what you're gonna do next with the winnings. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a forever thing. If you seen Tony Montana, you seen how the movie end. You don't know how the movie end, go watch it.
That's like they say, man. You either end up dead or in jail when you play with that game, man. But you know that's true though.
I want to get some OGs that I know, because I know a lot of OGs that played in the game who still got the old low riders, the gold chains, the houses, and everything, still living a fly ass life. They just was so low key with it that you probably never knew back then. It was like back in the day when I was growing up in the early 90s, it was either you were in the know or you weren't. If you knew, you knew. True. You know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't know everybody business. Everybody didn't know that the homie mama next door is smoking dope because she did that shit so low key, nobody knew. You know what I'm saying?
Well, too, that's because we didn't have this internet, bro. Like, and that's because you got to think, shit, I grew up in the 80s, so shit, it's like, man, like, we didn't have this whole internet shit, man. You didn't know what the hell was going on with your neighbor next door unless shit you just overheard some shit, or hell, the person that stayed on the corner, you damn sure ain't know what was going on in their house.
No, unless they invited you in, and you probably was invited in and everything, and still didn't know shit that was going on. Some of the adults on the block knew, but kids didn't know nothing because kids had to stay in a kid's place back then. You know what I'm saying? These kids nowadays, they tell their mama what to do.
Yeah, we definitely live in a different time. But that's like, that go to the video I seen on Instagram the other day. Man said in 2060, like, just think about what grandparents gonna look like then.
Oh man, especially the ones that got them tattoos all over their face. They're gonna be looking crazy than a motherfucker.
And that's what he was saying. He was like, think about it, man. Like, all these veneers and everybody getting the BBLs now. Like, all these women finna be grandparents, bro. Like, just think when they get like 70. Like, that's gonna be crazy. Like, you 70 had a BBL. You have to
have some crazy looking bodies, man. And they
you're gonna be at the senior citizen spot with a BBL live at the parties.
Did it for attention. Did it because They wanted to make money off their body, and then later on, their body ain't shit. Nobody wants you. I've noticed if you look at a lot of those celebrities that we used to be like, oh, she bad. You see her now, you be like, damn, I thought she used to be bad. It goes from damn she bad to damn she used to be bad.
Oh no, I was kind of picky. So the ones that I know growing up that I'd be like, all right, bet. Like yeah, she was pretty dope. They still was kind of bad even now.
I'd be looking like, nah, she average. I just see the girl walk into the store look better than.
Nah, and that's man. I always had a conversation with my homeboys, man. Like the crazy thing is, I used to tell them like you could go find a lot of these chicks that be in like these movies and shit. Like you could find a chick that look like them somewhere. Like you could see a Megan Good walking around a neighborhood. You could find a Sanaya Lathan somewhere in somebody neighborhood. There's one of them somewhere. And
Oh man, it's
the fact of the
one.
but the fact of the internet kind of opened it up. The internet opened it up to where now you can really see.
Know where they at. You like, oh, where's she from? Damn. Yep. You know what? I've learned it's a lot of beautiful women all over this country. And if you gotta go out and go see it, you gotta go travel, and you might not find the person you're looking for in your state. You might gotta go to Chicago and find you a girl. You might get you a girl from Louisiana, move her on down, or move up to Louisiana for a while. You got to move around to find what you're looking for. Weigh your options out, people.
Nah, that's for real.
You can go out the country. I know people go find wives and meet people out the country and bring them back, or they end up moving there. But you're right about that. He said, yeah, the internet showed you where they was at because you thought they was where you was at, but now you got this internet. And you like, damn.
They everywhere, dog.
Everywhere.
Think about it before the internet. The only chicks that you really probably knew was like chicks in your neighborhood, people you would see at the mall. Like, think about it, bro. Back in the day, like I know in Cali, going to the Lakewood Mall, the Del Amo Mall, like every Friday, Saturday, like niggas look forward to that shit.
And you knew every city in LA, it was a different type of bra. Depending if you went to the east side, east side.
You knew what you was getting.
You know what kind of girl you gonna deal with.
You already
knew. The west side, you got the west side girls. You like, yeah. You go to Long Beach, you got the Long Beach girls. You go to Lakewood, got the Lakewood girls. They knew,
Yeah, and it's like, but it was crazy because you just knew off the top of your head, like, all right, bet. Man, fuck it, we gonna go to the Del Amo Mall, go chill over there. We know what's over there. Now these kids ain't even got to do that, bro. They just pull their phone out, just start scrolling.
I don't even know. Older people, we'll walk up to you and ask you for your phone number and stuff like that. I'm not even sure if these young dudes do that.
They don't.
You ever been with a young teenager, 15, 16? When I was that age, man, I'm walking straight up to a girl, as long as she wasn't with her mama. Even if she probably was, hey man, is it okay if I talk to your daughter?
That's I watched the interview Matt Barnes did on the Back on Fig, and he talked about that shit, and he was like, bro, like they don't even remember like the writing numbers on papers and writing that shit on your hand and hoping that shit didn't even dry out to where you could read the whole number. Like they're trying to hurry up and write that shit on something.
That's why they don't have no. I've learned that these little young dudes don't even probably really like women like we did. I think our whole everything was about a girl. They're so busy trying to be like Lil Durk because Lil Durk married or some shit. He's been there not talking about no women and stuff on his music. So of course he happy with a wife. He talking about drilling and killing and this, that, and this. These little dudes, man.
Yeah, he out of the way. But it's not. Theirs is all on this trying to get clicks and likes and all that. Likes and getting the bag is the main thing, man. They ain't worried about these females, man.
No,
these boys are.
And it's sad because they don't even get that. If they don't repopulate this earth, we disappear. So you got to care more about what's more like recreating this. Money is starting to be a little too important to people. And if it's for you, it's for you. And if you use your brain and you put your time into it, it's gonna happen. If you believe in yourself and you're willing to put the work in. But jumping, throwing your life out the window or only living for money is not a good thing to be doing. In the end, I see older people. I know older people, and you know, people have regrets, and you don't want to be the old person who regret that all you did is chase money and you never had kids or found love, or or you was chasing money and now you got 30, 40 years in jail. Now you get out to a whole different world. Even if you go to jail for 10 or 15 years, imagine how much has changed since you've been gone. You lost. So,
Nah, that's
what you gonna say, B class?
that's facts. Cause yeah, it's to the point, man. Like if in anything, like if you stay out of the way long enough and you let shit just move around, like people moving on a constant basis, everything is always evolving, man. So if you're not willing to evolve with the times, you will definitely fall behind.
Facts.
Whether it's whether it's in business, the way that people do marketing, shit, the whole movement of clothes, like shit is just different, bro. Like the truck, like they say, the only industries back in the day that they used to tell people you had to get in so that way you could have a decent living was medical. Um, what was it? Medical, either truck driving or fucking being a lawyer or a doctor. Like that go back to the medical, but shit, those was the main ones. Like other than that, they figured you always needed one of them people. That's why people in debt right now trying to become some of that shit.
Hey, shout out to the young kids that's on the internet that's making money and thinking different. Shout out to the young artists. Shout out to the young producers. Shout out to the kids that's creating all these clothes and doing a lot of stuff. A lot of kids are doing a lot of cool shit. It goes unnoticed because the majority of what we see on the news or what we hear about is negative and they don't glorify the positive. But it's a lot of the young kids out here that's thinking a lot bigger. It's a lot of young millionaires more than what it was during our era for sure. So shout out to them. Shout out to the ones that's moving the culture in a positive way. In the ones that's not. Shout out to you too. And I think it's dope that people are able to show their creativity and kids are able to express themselves now because they have YouTube and all these different outlets and they do their gaming, streaming, and everything. So it's cool. I think it's pretty cool. I think we in a good space. It just need to be more structured. We just need more structure and more glorifying the young people that's doing cool shit, and so other kids can catch on. You know what I'm saying?
But shit, they catching on because the thing is that a lot of this shit is all going through the internet. And the fact that they basically, you got people that watch, they get on the internet and don't really watch TV. There's no point of buying an ad to put on TV unless it's damn near the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals or some shit like that. Because if you put it on the internet, just say you buy a Facebook ad. Well, shit, with these kids today, you buy an Instagram ad or TikTok. That shit will get seen more than if you was to buy a TV ad and put that shit on TV. Like it depending on the demographic you trying to hit. Because these kids is not really watching no TV like that. Because shit, I know for a fact. Like shit, my son hardly ever watches TV. But if you put some shit on TikTok, he'll damn sure come in here and tell me about it. Like he could tell me about what's going on with sports with TikTok, and then we have conversations on if that shit is even real or not, because he be believing what's on TikTok.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I think the creativity is dope. The apps is dope. It's all cool. Especially shout out to the ones that's able to figure it out and jump in that algorithm and make some money out of it. But we got to open this up a little bit more, and we have to get more creative with how we direct to the consumer and then how much of it is going to be broadcasted in the next 10 to 15, 20 years. Where is everything going? Where is music going? Where is entertainment going? Where is podcasting going? And what's going to take it to get to the next level where we remain the biggest in the face of America, because we are the face of America. We the smallest number. We only make up 16% of this country. Or some percentage. Look it up, D class. How much do we make up of this country? And then you got to think about how many people are in jail out of that percentage.
Yeah, but then too that goes. But my thing is, my whole frame of thinking is that you got to realize people in other countries want to come here, right? Because they say it's a better to get a better life, but the people here say life is fucked up. So if it's so fucked up, why can we not think outside of the box and go over there? Niggas don't even want to venture off to go see. Like, think about it. Like, I got some people that, like, my cousin is in Portugal right now. And shit, from what I hear, shit, she's over there doing it up over there. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So it's like, hey, she hated it really here, but it's like, hey, she go over there now, she partying and doing it up, doing the shit she want to do. It's like, you got to be able to think outside of the box, bro. Like, just because these people, everybody outside of the U.S. wants to come to the U.S. for specific reasons. But the people in the U.S., we are just so programmed to where we feel
we don't
like
even use none of the resources.
Yeah, like,
Don't know how to use the resources. Just now learning about all these resources, and now we're moving up, but we got to do a lot better and come together and start buying grocery stores, gas stations, 7-Elevens. We need all that. McDonald's, everything that we consume, we need to own. If we consume it at a mass number, we need to own it.
But then who is okay? But then who is we? Like, okay, so who is the we? As black people or just in general?
I'm gonna say as Americans, but I'm gonna say black people. I'm talking for my people. I'm not racist at all, but I don't speak for other races. I speak for us.
Okay, so the thing is,
in general, we need to buy our. I want to shop at stores where our people work at, where they speak our language, and all that type of shit. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I want to go to a black-owned grocery store, black-owned gas station, and if I'm gonna get disrespected, I'm gonna get disrespected by my people. I ain't gotta be worried, It ain't about a race thing. It's just that I want to see my people. I want my people to own things and have things too. Why would I not? That don't even make sense. So when it comes to,
granted, you would want them to have your own shit, okay, but then it goes to the point of
in our areas though, where we live at, we should have our own stuff. I'm not saying in Beverly Hills, even in Beverly Hills, you can get it in Beverly Hills. Go ahead and get it, but you get what I'm saying. If it's a predominantly black neighborhood, it should be predominantly black shopping. We should own it. Why not? Why we ain't buying the block back?
Because that people not buying the block back because it's to the point to where when you buy the block back, people feel like that shit should automatically come with damn near a discount or a handout. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't
at a black grocery store. You gonna pay
just
everywhere else.
But that's where it goes to where that's what people automatically put to it is that okay, you coming back to help, but then how is me shopping with you different
it's than shopping because I'm giving black people jobs in my neighborhood. You don't have to go to a store. You don't have to go to a store and nobody's black in there and nobody speaks English. And then they looking at you when you ask them where's this or where's that, then they can't even help you. And now you feel like, damn, well, why the fuck am I? You feel a little out of place because we don't own shit and we don't hire our own people. So we got the giving back is hiring our people, giving them good paying jobs, not giving them the lowest minimum wage you can give them a little more than that. And yeah, if it should be if someone we can't you can't even do things like this because people take so advantage and it's so unhonest. But yeah, you would want what you could do as a grocery store when it's Thanksgiving, give away turkeys. When it's Christmas, give away hams. When it's back to school time, give away backpacks. So it's a way to do it without taking from the people that you're coming to help back. You get what I'm saying? So use some of that money to actually give back. Have a day where you pick 10 people and you let them come shop in the grocery store and they fill up their baskets or something. Have a thing where people, you put $2 in here and you get picked for that or something like that. I don't know. You figure it out. But it's ways to give back. But if it ain't us doing it, because ain't nobody giving back at none of these other grocery stores.
Nah,
You ever seen it before? Not at all. You ever been to the gas station?
No, I can't. Hey, I can't even. There's some grocery stores that's giving back, bro. Like I can't even.
Which one?
That's why I asked, because it's like, dog, you got out here. You definitely got Kroger's that had a backpack drives and shit like that. Like they have them.
Who owns it?
It don't. But see, you looking at who owns them. But the thing is, they giving back to the community. But it goes to the point of.
I preach ownership, man. Black people go
see,
buy
but that's
own something.
That,
if you don't own nothing, you are just a consumer. You are the consumer. You're the one. You want to be the one giving away the backpacks, not the one coming to get them.
If you don't have the resources, you gotta start from somewhere. Yeah, it ain't make. See, you have to start.
So once you hit 18, and you want to be something in life and you want to own something in
life, starts before that, bro. It's a whole
but once you're 16 process. And you're able to make some money,
you should really be able to start making money before that. At this day and age, you shouldn't be waiting until
whenever you start making money, set your goals. And if you want to set your goals at owning shit and be an owner, and then watch how that go for you versus being a consumer. You get what I'm saying?
That's with anything, but you still technically will become a consumer at some point of the game. Just know.
Unless you're smart enough to create a monopoly, man. It's a monopoly. So if you got a grocery store and you want to buy gas, go buy a gas station. So now you don't got to pay for that. Whatever you like, own it. Own everything you like and try to own everything you need. You like building houses, buy a hardware store. Now you getting wholesale. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta outsource the source. And don't make no excuses. Ain't no what if and buts. Now, if you made bad decisions in life and you just don't want to own nothing, and you don't never want to try to make the step to do anything. I'm not talking to you at all. We ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm talking about the people that try to do something in life and willing to make some sacrifices and any means necessary to get to where they want to go and their goals. I'm talking to you. That conversation, this is not for losers. This is for people who actually want to win in life. That's why it's called I'm a Brand Podcast and News You Can Use. It's not called the I Feel Sorry Club. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna do
because I mean, and the crazy part about it is, like, I watched a video the other day where a little kid threw his participation medal in a trash can, and like people was really tripping on that shit. And it's like, I mean, I come from the day and age, like, I mean, you didn't get that shit. We ain't get no fucking trophy just because you showed up. Like, the person that got the trophy was either the MVP. They made up little shit for everybody, but
see, they gotta give kids things that they actually like. He got a PSP or some shit. He was happy as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
But no, it was the point of like being raised to win. Like you being raised like not just to show up. Like I don't want to raise just another person. You know what I'm saying?
You can raise your kid to be a winner all you want, but if they're not a winner, then they're just not going to win. But it's got to be somewhat in them and what they want. And you don't want to push them too hard but you just want to let them know that the sky is the limit, and you don't have to have a limit on your life. You don't have to just work this job for the rest of your life. Have a plan to invest. Whatever your goals are, then that's cool. But if your goals are higher than that, keep reaching. You know what I'm saying? Reach for the stars because you might get to the clouds. That's my theory on it.
Nah, that's for real. Yeah, you gotta basically teach a kid, man, to not just be. You can't just be a regular number, man. Like you gotta think outside of the box on a lot of shit because a lot of people just like falling in line and just going with the flow. Because there's definitely different types of kids now. There's kids that like to be told to do every little thing, and then there's just kids that just go off and do their own shit. Like,
Yep. And that's dope. You know, everybody's a little different. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
but you gotta be able to adapt regardless of whichever way you go. Because even if you that person that like to go and do your own shit, I mean, at the end of the day, if you can't just go make money on your own, you got to go get a 9 to 5. You got to learn how they operate, like figure out how to maneuver in their system, get what you need, and get the fuck up out of there till you do what you need to do.
And you don't have to live above your means. I tell people all the time, you don't got to be rich to live a peaceful, great lifestyle. You just need the right resources and have to have some discipline. If you got the resources and the discipline, you can live the exact lifestyle you want to, but you have to make choices and sacrifices to enjoy it because a peace of mind is worth more money than money. So if you got the money and you can't enjoy it, it ain't gonna do you no justice. So it doesn't matter about the amount you have. It don't matter about the mansion. It don't matter about the Bentley. If you're not already internally happy, how are you gonna enjoy that shit? Get what I'm saying?
Peace of mind is definitely worth every fucking thing, really. Because shit, I don't. I'm one of them people. The fact I can look out my window and see my neighbor, like that shit disturbs me, really. Like I don't even want to be able to see people. Like I'm one of them. Like I don't. Yeah. If I see you come into my house and make a U-turn, like yeah, bro, you definitely came down the wrong street.
Yeah, I'm observant, but I like people. I'm more of a people person. I don't like to be off into myself. That feels like isolation to me. And if you know, I want
Yeah,
to, I want to
and
meet.
see, and that's the thing is like if I'm in a room with a bunch of people and you want to network, I can, but it's just that's where it's the different sides of a person. Cause me, yeah, you want to go network, most definitely. We go chill, we can go do all this business shit. But to me, I feel like everything gotta have a purpose. If I'm moving around outside, that shit definitely has to have a purpose.
Yes, sir. You shouldn't be out there just moving around just to move around. It should be a purpose, and the main purpose is to enjoy yourself. Now, if you enjoy being in the house,
Yeah, I feel like it should be bigger than that because I enjoy myself in the house. So that's where it's to the point to where, yeah, it got to be more than just enjoying myself.
I can stay in the house for a couple of days, but then the me want to go outside. I'm more of an adventurous person. I like to, you know, adventure. I like adventure. I like traveling. I like beaches. I like bars. I like, I like to go mingle. So I don't know. I want to get out at the valet parking. You know what I'm saying? I love to experience the lifestyle because when you're young, you can't wait to get grown to do these things. And once I got grown, I'm going to do it. I'm not gonna just be one of those people who say, "Oh, when I was grown, I said I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that." No, no, fuck that. We're knocking this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm outside. D class, you've had your time to be outside and enjoy it. So
That's
that's
why.
why you not tripping off of that. You know what it's about. Done it for
That's why.
years.
That's why I ask questions. Cause shit, I don't know. I mean, shit, I couldn't tell you the last time I've been to a club. Like I
But see,
couldn't
even if I'm doing it with the fam bam, I'm gonna go to like a Big Bear and go get a cabin and let them experience snow, or just different little shit like that, or what Great Wolf Lodge, or we're gonna go to Six Flags. If I'm doing it with the children, I'm gonna do it in that way. If I'm doing it by myself, I'm gonna do it by a guy way.
Right.
You ain't got no kids with you. You ain't going to no damn theme parks.
Nah, hell no. Crazy man, fuck a theme park, bro. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I went.
Last time I went, last time I went, I enjoyed it, but these kids are scary. Only one of my boys wanted to get on the rides with me. Hold on one second, class. Yo.
Yeah, man.
What you doing? You coming out tonight?
Me, I'm over the rides, man. I can't do it. Yeah, rides ain't the same. Them shits is not the same, man. It's definitely not like it used to be. All that goddamn Superman, Spider-Man, whatever in the fuck, yeah, I'm cool on that shit. Cause the whole goddamn that shit going over your head when they want to put them off over your head, and you got the shit across your chest, and you sitting there laying down looking at the ground, and man, please, or y'all keep that shit, man. Let me go play games and take my ass home.
Yeah, I figure I'm gonna get over it eventually, but I felt that way too. I was a lot more scared than I used to be, and I was like, I'm a little too old for this shit. Some things you just gotta let go. But what I am into is like the water rafting, the kayaking, the sea-doos, boat, whatever. I'm in that water. I'm fucking with water right now. That's where I'm at. I'm on some
that's cool. We went we went snorkeling, bro. Me and my son.
That sounds cool too.
Yeah, we went snorkeling when we went to Cozumel. That shit was pretty cool.
Yes,
that was my first time doing that type shit. Cause me in the ocean, I'm not a fan of the ocean at all.
ATVs, horsebacking. I've never been. I think I've been camping in the woods before, but not that I can remember. So I want to do it with the tent and everything, the real shit. And like, if I don't like it, jump my ass in the car and go home.
Hey, no. Crazy part about it, bro. Like that type shit, I used to do that shit so much as a kid. I had an uncle. This dude, man, he taught me all the crazy shit. Like he's the one taught me like how to shoot, all that type of shit. Cause he used to basically take us to the desert on the way to Vegas. He'd just pull over and they'd be like, bet we finna chill right here for the weekend. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, there ain't shit out here. And then we set up the tent, everything. You'd be pulled over on the side of the freeway and you could see the car still going by and everything, bro. And you just
your uncle was crazy than a motherfucker. But he was fun. He sounds fun.
The shit was legit, bro. Like we used to go out there and shoot cans and shit, like all of that shit, bro. Like that, man. I'm saying that shit is crazy. It was wild back then, but now that I
see it hot though, because y'all in the desert. I know it was hot.
Yeah, nigga, in the daytime, you'd be like, why the fuck we just can't, like, what the hell? But you a kid, so it was like
you had to deal with that shit.
Yeah, like we played football, like we did shit like as you would, but you were just in the desert.
See, I could do it, but I don't want to be in nowhere where it's gonna be super hot. I'm good on that, but I don't want it to be cold either. Imagine, would you want to go camping and it start raining or something? I don't think that would be cool.
I don't know, man. I'm a water person, so I like the rain.
I do too. I just don't want my tent to be all wet in the inside, I don't know.
You gotta thug it out. You're gonna sleep on the ground, do all that shit. I want the worst case scenario. Like, let me get the rain, motherfucker, in there. You don't even want to come outside. Fuck it. Yeah, let me sit in there, be in there sleep.
I'm gonna get one of them big old tents that got a couple rooms and little. I got to have one of those small ass tents.
You gotta thug it.
I'm being there smoking and shit. You in there smoking and it's all cloudy in there and raining. Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna come out of there. It's gonna go out because you still gonna have a hole in the tent. Like it ain't like the tent just sealed up. But it's like
my tent gotta be off the ground too. I want it to be off the ground.
You gotta be on the ground, thug it out completely.
Off the ground. I want one of them tents you put an air mattress in there and everything.
Then they'll want the bougie.
I'm bringing a generator.
That
motherfucker chilling. I seen the tent the other day. I said, damn, this looks like a mini house.
Hell no, you got to get out there with the tent.
Separate rooms and shit. I'm like, yeah, man, this is one of them tents I want right here.
We're trying to take a tiny house camping. Nah, man, you gotta get out there and do your own shit.
If I go camping with my kids, I'm gonna need a tiny house, man. I would definitely need that big ass shit.
Hell no,
we're not fitting in one of those little tents you talking about. We have that 8 of them.
Hey, you better get 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers, and everybody put their own tent together.
I might as well buy one big old one then, because I don't need nobody getting attacked by a bear while I'm asleep.
Man, I'm telling you,
if a bear attack us, it's gonna have to attack one big ass tent with everybody in it.
Hey, you do like my uncle did, just pull over on the side of the fucking desert. Shit,
he was smart. He said ain't gonna be too many wild animals right here, but you still gonna see some coyotes.
Man, and there's people like back then. It man, that shit wasn't like it is now, man. Like you can't do that shit now, I'm sure. But yeah, back in like the 80s and the early 90s, man, they just pulled over on the side of the road, bro. Whole family, me, my cousins, everybody, we just out there chilling. Like it's a motherfucking rest area. But we there for the whole weekend.
Well, I'm gonna get ready, man. We probably turn up tonight. My boy supposed to be pulling up. Shit. We gonna wrap it up for the night. What you doing tomorrow, D-Class?
Man, shit. What's tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow I will be watching the motherfucking USC and LSU game. So probably will be going live for that shit for sure.
All right. Let's definitely do it. This is the News You Can Use podcast. I'm here with the host with the most, Big Surf God. You already know. Got my boy D-Class in the building. I'm a Brand Podcast. Y'all go check it out. Go on Instagram and follow us at News You Can Use, and I'm a Brand. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification bell. We do appreciate the people that's watching right now. Thank you for listening to our conversations. This is the News You Can Use podcast, and we are out. All right.